I'm Jeremiah, the founder and lead investigator of Investigators of the Unknown. I came into investigating the unknown to find out what is really out there that people do not understand. I had my share of personal experiences with the paranormal, which made me become more curious to understanding these things. That is why I created this paranormal team where we specialize in helping people understand what they do not. Our goal is to investigate and come up with an explanation for these certain things. So join us and our camera crew as we investigate the unknown. Alright, well, welcome to another episode of Investigators of the Unknown. We are back here in Pawtucket, Rhode Island to investigate the Slater Mill for the second time with our good friend Carl Johnson.
Good to see you, Jeremiah. Hello there.
And as you saw last time, we had some self-experiences. We even caught some things on EVP. And now tonight, Carl Johnson even said that he had some stuff in mind that he would like us to try out for like an experiment, which we're all down for.
Well, I guess it could be called a seance. Sitting around a table, trying an experiment with spirit communication, that could qualify as a seance. Some people don't like that word as paranormal investigators, but I think if you're sitting in a darkened room, maybe with some candles going and a recorder, trying to contact the spirit world, that pretty much is akin to a seance.
You're just going to have to wait until tonight to see that happen. So when we go inside here, I believe is where you said you were going to do a seance.
Yep, we'll
right
start
behind us.
Slater Mill, and that we have what could serve as a seance room. A little cubicle up there where we have a really old table, and of course Slater Mill is old. It was built in 1793, and we have a space with an old table and folding chairs, wooden chairs, where we could conduct our experiment.
Now don't forget, there's a lot of people in the paranormal field who might be against seances and stuff, but I don't know, I think, sometimes maybe experimenting with it is okay, especially
exactly
if you want
activity.
activity.
Right. Well, some people may shy away from performing an outright seance, but they'll try provocation, where they yell at and challenge and insult the spirit entities, and that can be unproductive and even a tad dangerous at times. So I think a seance type session approached respectfully and under controlled conditions is not the dangerous thing.
Well, see, I'm not really one for provoking unless it really comes down to where you've been there for several hours and nothing doesn't happen. Then I can see, okay, well, let's then try and provoke a little to see if it'll come out. But even then, I'm still kind of wary because you typically never know what you're really investigating, because that's why we here are called the Investigators of the Unknown. So what are we investigating? What's unknown? Remember that there's so much science and history that goes into it.
Well, the way I see it, especially at Slater Mill site, you can't have the haunting without the history. And Slater Mill site is steeped in history. The oldest section of Slater Mill was built in 1793, and that's where we'll be going for our seance experiment. You can see I'm still in my work clothes. I am an interpreter and tour guide at Slater Mill site, and we dress in period costume for the daytime tours, but now it's getting to be evening, so
if you're ever in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, come check out the Slater Mill. It's a beautiful site. Lots of beautiful history, too.
Oh, yeah. We can talk for hours about the site, and that's what we're paid scheduled for opening hours. We even sometimes have evening hours for tours. Those are the ghost tours, and they go on seasonally. Myself, I'm a member of Beyond the Veil Paranormal Research, and that was founded by Team of IOTU. I'm very happy to be here tonight with Investigators of the Unknown. Jeremiah Olek.
And we're very happy to have you. I mean, it's not too often you get to actually investigate any place with someone who has so much respect in the paranormal field.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, yeah. And I do have a knowledge of the site. I know the nooks and crannies where not everybody gets to go during the daytime tours, so we can explore some of those. And we want to try and debunk, in other words, explain away our results. If we can explain these by, empirical evidence, if there's something about the old building settling or something physical rapping against the walls, then we have to discount it as being paranormal. But if we've discounted all of those possibilities, we're left with a mystery then. That's good. So it will be interesting to see what we can achieve tonight, what results we can capture and record. I'm going to change out of my work clothes, these cool historic duds, and we'll open up the mill, get our team inside, and it should be getting dark by then. So looking forward to it, Jeremiah.
So hopefully we'll catch as much as we did last time when we were here in the mill that's right behind us.
I'm going to ring the bell because people who work here would have been accustomed and alerted to the ringing of the factory bells, calling in the morning, send them home in the evening. So this may call the spirits to work.
Same old section with Paul Duncan, Jenny, Jeremiah, and Maureen.
Ringing the hour, which will puzzle the citizens of Pawtucket. We are speaking to the person or persons that worked here in the Slater Mill many years ago by our perspective. We reach across the span of decades from our time to yours, to those who may linger here, do not know why you would still be here. Perhaps you're a little lost. Perhaps you feel you're still working here. Well, we enter this building and this room respectfully, not wishing to disturb you. We only want to learn about you. So please, regard us as your friends. We are your guests here. This is your place. If you are here with us tonight and you want to communicate, we invite you to do so now. Some of us have brought machines that can capture the sound of your voice, audio recorders. So if you speak to us, you can play those back and we might be able to hear what you're saying to us. You're here with us and you want to speak to us. I make your presence known. Please do so now. You may speak to us, rap on the table or a wall. About 20 minutes ago, we heard some noises in the adjoining room. Some banging or rapping. Was that you? Just take your time. You hear the soothing rushing of the water over Slater's Dam. If you are here with us, we have devices to help you communicate. We throw some energy into one of these devices, or both. They should light up and let us know you're here. Or if you would, gently touch one of us.
Or if you need to, use one of our energies to try and communicate, if that's what you need. I give you permission to use mine.
You may use Jeremiah's energy to help you manifest. Make us aware of you.
Maybe give it permission to take some of your energy.
You want to spare any of your energy?
I'll allow you to use some of my energy also.
I'm in. Our energies too. Just draw from the energies that our bodies create. I'm feeling a little swimmy, a little lightheaded now. My own sensation is subjective at this point. That's what I'm feeling, rather suddenly. Again, please communicate with us through whatever means you can. If you'd like to touch one of us, or light one of these boxes, one of these little machines, to gauge energy, touch one of us, and speak to us.
Something like that little breastplate thing on my head again, but it was more like a burning get cold.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that.
Like,
You're the first one to volunteer your energy.
Could be in this area here, well, I'm not feeling it.
Again, we are addressing the persons that remain here in the Slater's Mill.
Are you happy that we're here?
Just going to ask the same question.
Do you want us here? If not, show us a sign. What you gotta do is light these little lights up here. I'll make this one flash on and off. Maybe stomp your feet, make a banging sound. Or if you don't mind us being here, show us some sign that you don't mind us being here. Yeah, did you see that?
Sounded like a muted voice. Is that you in here? Building.
Are you talking? Or if there's anyone downstairs, maybe could you perhaps come up?
Excuse me, I should check that out. I've heard a few noises. I want to make sure the door downstairs is locked. I'll be right back. Voices enough that I have to come down here and check it out. I want to make sure the door to the gift shop is locked. Just make sure the door is locked, but nobody's immediately outside. Don't see anyone on the property. I confirm that there's nobody down here in the middle. In the museum area. First floor. Well, since all four of us seated at the table heard voices, I'm going to get down here and check that out. Oh yes, let's give that a shot. We'll ask a few more questions. We've activated another device that may help you to communicate with us. You all hear voices, deafening enough that they brought me downstairs, and a shadowy form in the next room. Let us know if you have something to say to us, if you have a message for us. Are you here with us? You may be trying to reach us. Speak to us.
Speak to us. Speak to us. Speak to us.
This music for the long enough. I would like that to use. Two syllables. One open vowel sound. Very sorry for the not done well. Would you prefer we go downstairs where the machines are kept? Since you like that prerogative. Will we find you downstairs?
Are you perhaps a woman? Or are you a male?
Either Richard or what's your name?
Yes, I'm with a child.
Why don't you ask him in the morning, ask if you're a child?
Are you a child?
That's right, Mom.
Are you a child?
Do you perhaps maybe know Carl Johnson?
No, Richard, thank you.
Did you just say thank you?
Sounded like yes to me.
How would you like if we leave this area and we go to another part of the mill? Would you like that?
Okay, we'll make our way downstairs and please follow us or we'll be down there for us. We'll speak to you down there. You want us to leave this room now? Does it matter? Just couldn't do it. Nothing is good. All right, stood all right. All right. Maybe a cooperative DJ, then, I don't know. This couldn't happen when we talk about going downstairs, though.
Maybe we should go downstairs.
Okay, we'll close this session here and continue this downstairs. Get my flashlight out. This is the mannequin of Smith Wilkinson, just so he won't be confused with the spirit form. This represents a person who actually lived. This was Smith Wilkinson at the age of 10, and he was the foreman of the carting department. His older brother, David Wilkinson, managed the machine shop in the Stone Wilkinson Mill. His older sister, Hannah Wilkinson, married Samuel Slater. She became Hannah Wilkinson Slater, so that makes Smith Samuel Slater's younger brother-in-law. And their father, Uzziah Wilkinson, oversaw the construction of Slater's Dam in 1791 and 1792, and had the stone mill built as a service station and machine shop for Slater Mill in 1810. This meant when Smith grew up and became a man, he would inherit some sums of money, and he used his inheritance to open his own successful mill in Pomfret, Connecticut. So he was pretty well off for the times, always had an income. I don't know why he doesn't look happier. I think it's because he wanted to be taken seriously. Had a lot of responsibility at that age. But in those days, late 1700s, early 1800s, it was not unusual to find a child of 10, 11, 12 years old in a supervising position in a mill. Most of Smith's staff was younger than him. Children as young as 6 years of age could come and work full 12-hour shifts here in Slater Mill. This is Ginger. She's our Slater Mill bobbin girl. She's a good listener, trust me. And if she performed the duties in the mill very well, she would be rewarded. Not with any increase in pay, they would just give her another machine to run. So she's
very happy.
Yeah, she's a good representation of a mill worker in the mid-19th century. It's probably modeled after some of those pictures upstairs. She's very lifelike. The throstle spinner from 1835. Of course, we have to cheat and use electric power, but it will sound the same as it did. This is Ginger's machine. She would have been running the throstle spinner. This is the actual machine from 1835. run for close to a century.
The ceramic cauldron contains colored glass pebbles, which will serve as offerings to the spirits of the Blackstone River. Now, we usually think of spirits as wandering through halls and floating through musty corridors and rooms, but I think sometimes spirits remain in the water. And there have been enough tragedies in and along the Blackstone River to warrant some suspicion that it contains spirits. There was the Mackinac, and Pawtucket Falls, suspended over Main Street Bridge, is Pawtucket's version of Lover's Leap, because numerous people have jumped off that bridge to commit suicide. So, I'm just guessing it's into the water, the Blackstone River. It might keep us on friendly terms with the spirits. It may serve to appease them. We don't know. It's just an offering. It's a fun thing to do. But these glass pebbles will be down there in the riverbed for many, many years to come. The Blackstone River has been flowing for about 12,000 years, give or take a millennia or two. So these glass pebbles, these offerings to the spirits of the Blackstone, will become part of the riverbed, along with the residue of the dye that was cast into the water as chemical waste. So whoever would like to throw a little trinket, glass pebble into the waters of the Blackstone River, take one out. You can even make a wish if you do. Make a wish as you throw your pebble into the Blackstone. Our camera person, would you like one?
Absolutely.
Maureen? It's more sincere if you pick your own. And I'll take one. Okay. Come over here to the river's edge, overlooking Slater's Dam. Offering spirits of the Blackstone River.
Stairs. And when the water wheel would spin at full velocity, the whole building would shake like an earth tremor. In the heart of the mill, the very heart of the mill, the source of power, is the water wheel down below. When that's churning, you're looking at about 20,000 pounds of wood and water working together. We had it on earlier today.
Carl Johnson line. We're up in the machine shop.
Yes, the machine shop exhibit where we have a collection of authentic 19th century water-powered machines. Remember the last time we heard Jeremiah, as soon as the team entered, we heard
No women, no children.
banging on the stairwell. It sounded like somebody had fallen down the stairs. I went upstairs and we went into the offices area and nothing up there, nobody up there. Into the machine shop, David Wilkinson's machine shop. Building constructed in 1810, machine shop started operations in 1811.
Carl Johnson and I are going to go and use the laser grid over on the stairwell. So we're going to see if we can pick anything up. And this right here is our laser grid. What it does is it illuminates, so it helps bring out the spirit more to where we can see it.
If the spirit passes in front of the laser grid, that light pattern, then it will be a black form. It will absorb the light rather than reflect it. If a solid body travels in front of the light, it's going to reflect on us. That pattern will show on us, a solid body. But the spirit form is just a black shadow that crosses in front of it. That's pretty good the way you have that set up. So I'm going to demonstrate. Obviously, I pick up the light, but a spirit would just be a black shadow. We've experimented with that successfully here in Wilkinson Mill, so it's a good thing to start out with. All right, we invite you to, I don't know if you can respond to us here. You might just be replaying what you did in the mill, the work you performed. But if you can, we invite you to make yourself known to us. Please move in front of this pattern of light. Sometimes we've seen you come down off the stairwell or travel up the stairs. And if you really don't want us being here, because we have two women folk positioned down in the wheel pit,
Well, then you're just going to have to get over it, but at the same time tell us that you don't want us or them here. Throw something. Tap one of us. I even give you permission to hit me.
Jeremiah doesn't mind being hit. Well, in the interest of discovery.
I guess it's okay in this point to provoke a little.
Well, yeah. I wouldn't get too rude with him, but
I'm not trying to get
you know,
rude, I'm just trying to
want to
clear
keep him
things
coming back. No, I know. But a little provocation would be okay. After all, I think there was a serious altercation here at one time. Now, it would make sense, figures, and that's what our previous CEO...
You hear it?
Yeah, time. Now, it would make sense, figures, and that's what our previous CEO...
You hear it?
Yeah, time. Now, it would make sense, figures, and that's what our previous CEO...
You hear it?
Yeah, time. Now, it would make sense, figures, and that's what our previous CEO...
You hear it?
Yeah.
I think they just came from upstairs.
Yeah, it's not talking during it.
It came over towards the right hand, but towards the corner.
Oh, remember what you said a minute ago? You said if you want us to leave, you're going to have to let us know. Yeah, give us a couple of signs here, some noises, or throw something, and touch us, and... Is that just batteries going in? Or just dim? Laser grid did. Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Are you guys moving around upstairs?
No, we are not. We just heard a noise up here. We're doing some light provocation. We invited the spirit here to make a sound or do something, and we'll clear out if it responds, if it doesn't want us here, because we have two women folk positioned downstairs in the wheel pit. So, no, we're not moving around at all.
We just heard footsteps right above our heads.
Listen, I'll repeat that experiment. I'll do a little pacing here, and you let me know if that's what you heard.
Those batteries, I mean, I just put brand new batteries in it before I left my house.
It was a little bit like what we heard, but it was right above our heads.
No, dude.
Well, I wasn't moving, and my shoes would be the only ones that make any real noise, I think. I'll do it again. It sounded like what you heard, but we're over here by the door on the top of the stairwell.
No, that's not what we heard.
All right, that's significant. I'm going to really invite the spirit to give us a sign, and we'll be good on our word. We'll clear out if the spirit gives us any indication he doesn't want us here.
I was just wondering, should I maybe leave the cameraman up here with you and try to go down there?
You want us to leave. If you disapprove of us being in here, please make another noise, give us a sign. I know we can be kind of dense, we don't always hear it, and it requires a lot of energy on your part, so if you want us to clear the ladies out and we'll leave, we'll be respectful of your wishes. Just please give us some indication, some sign we can hear or see or feel. Please do that for us now.
The thing keeps draining more and more. Like I said, I put brand new batteries in.
That's going down pretty fast.
Oh,
I know they do draw power, but not usually that fast.
hello? Is anyone here tonight? So it'd be nice to make your presence known. Maybe make this K2 here light up. Once for yes, twice for no. So let me know if you want me here. Show me a sign. You want me down here? Show yourself, do something. I heard people see you here. Well, if you want, I'm gonna set this down right here. And if you want, just make these lights light up. Let me know you're here. Do something.
Well, I don't think the chair has been here all through the mill's history, but it certainly is an old rocking chair. Probably favored by one of the spirits here because it's been seen on one occasion rocking by itself. Nobody pushed it.
Are you happy with the fact that there's a woman in this building? So I know that that was against your rules and regulation. Alright, well, I don't know whether or not if you really want me here, but anything is here, you're not really doing nothing to show me. Right now I'm not really experiencing anything. K2 is not going off, so I don't know. Could there be something here? Possibly, but
It was the year before last, May before last year. My brother said, do you want to sit in your favorite chair? And he took a picture, and a whitish form was seen next to his picture. So, they get a response. Do you mind if Chris sits in your favorite chair? You won't be here for much longer anyway. Maureen and Jen, you're so quiet, it concerns me. Everything all right down there?
Yeah, we just keep hearing noises and talking.
Well, you can tell if it's our voices, right?
I think so.
Because Jeremiah is having a conversation with a spirit downstairs. I don't know if he's getting answers, but he's talking.
Well, unless your name is Jacob, I don't think we're hearing you.
That's interesting. All right, I heard a male voice. I have to look out the window to see if that's anybody over at the bus stop talking. And that's a negative, no one outside.
We didn't hear anything down here either.
Whatever sounds like voices I do hear sound masculine, which I guess isn't surprising here. Men speaking. We've got to think about regrouping and making our way over to Sylvanus Brown House. We'll give this another 5 minutes, I suggest, anyway.
Okay.
I was suggesting we exit the mill only in the interest of time and...
We're coming inside.
Matter, not comfortable down there? Well, we're going to go right over to the Brown House, if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Alright, so tonight we're here on our third part of the investigation at the Sylvania Brown House, and we'll be investigating here with Carl, Jen, and Maureen.
Just a little background information. There are no closets in the Sylvanus Brown House, and that is because Kings George II and III would tax every closet space in houses in the New World as full rooms. So the colonists, being frugal people of necessity, took to using wall pegs from which to suspend their clothes. Now their clothing, and they, being Puritans and Quakers, they had the two basic outfits, their working weekday clothes.
Becca, if you're here with us, well, we brought friends that you may remember. We were here on January 12th and 13th of this year. A little more than a month and a week ago.
Hi, Becca.
She seems to remember you if these rods are any indication. Becca, if this is you, could you move these rods I'm holding in my hands apart from each other and towards me? If this is you, Becca. You're among friends. She's gesturing to everybody. Scoping everybody. There we go. She's a little shy now. Thank you, Becca. Wonder what that means. Maybe she doesn't want to answer too many questions tonight. Come here as your friends. Becca, is there someone in this room tonight, besides me who's holding the rods? Is there somebody gathered in this house, in this room, that you feel a connection to, that you feel close to, for whatever reason? Could you point to that person now, using these rods? Seems to be you tonight, Jen.
Hi, Becca.
I guess she remembers you and hasn't seen you in a while.
I missed you too, Becca.
Becca, can you use these rods and tell us how old are you? This one seems to be sticking a little bit, unless that's what you mean it to do. I can
tell you the rod in my left hand turns more readily. Here's a nursery rhyme for you, Becca. I counted 7.5. Did you get that?
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Is that a nursery rhyme that you remember, Becca?
Becca should remember that. This song is called Music Box. It's some children singing it. Oh, these are active. Where's Maureen hiding? Where is she? Uh-huh.
Hi, Becca.
We just about see you over there. She does. Becca, can you use these rods and point to where you are right now, please? Show us where in this room, if you are here in this room, where you are. I'll be right over here then. See you there. We play some strange music for you sometimes. Okay, I'll put down the rods for now. If you'd like to touch someone, Becca, please do.
Do you want us here?
Fingertips got tingly.
No, I'm not feeling it yet. Actually, my hands are getting warmer, if anything.
How are you doing today, Becca?
Warm, I don't know why. I do the ink touch. Maybe she's generating some energy in your hand.
I'll do this one else.
Oh, but it's a common thing she does there. It's almost like a hug, but it's like telling you something.
Can you show me where Carl is, Becca? Where is he? That's right. Good job.
She's attracted to that light, or at least notices it,
Yeah.
I think.
Can you show me where the music box is? That's neat. It moved over to the right a little bit when you were winding it, and then it moved back over to the left a little bit more, and placed it on the table.
They're all little girl things here.
What do you like best in this room, Becca? Can you point to it? The one's on you, Carl.
Well, she should know me by now. She knows I'm fond of her.
Something over there.
That's where she wanted us to go last time, was in this room.
Now she can see the garden from out there. That seems to be her favorite place. All right, everybody together, please.
Thank you, Becca.
I can also lead us in a little dismissal or prayer before we leave here, if you don't mind. Well, I'd just like to close this by saying, I forgot to say dismissals in the
the Slater Mill and Wilkinson Mill, since it was so interesting tonight, it just slipped my mind. We had so much activity, but may nothing unwholesome follow us from this place or attach itself to us. We came here with peaceful intent to learn and to study, and we wish peace for all the spirits that linger here. We are protected in God's grace, asking that nothing follow us from here, nothing of ill intent, nothing malicious, nothing that can harm us. May our good intent remain here and be of some comfort to the spirits. May we grow in knowledge as we continue these studies, and we will return here on another evening. In Jesus' name we pray this. Amen.
Amen.
I usually say some words of dismissal and departure outside of Wilkinson Mill especially, but it was just having such a good time. I was like, oh. Tonight it was voices mostly. I mean, we heard taps and raps, especially when we were first upstairs talking about what we were going to do. Then we started hearing voices in Slater Mill and in Wilkinson Mill. And the Brown House was the Brown House. I can't imagine spending a whole night there. I mean, when it comes to be springtime and gets a bit warmer in the evenings, then I can imagine it. But right now you think people had to huddle up next to each other and keep embers burning in the fireplace, and that was their long night, winter. But it's been a productive night, has it not been?
I think we might have actually had more activity tonight than the last time when we came.
I believe we did. The only thing I missed was that big bang we heard when we came, that crash when we heard that on the stairwell when we first entered Wilkinson Mill last time. But the two ladies were positioned downstairs and they heard footsteps upstairs when we weren't moving. We heard footsteps upstairs, and both parties heard disembodied voices in Wilkinson Mill too. You heard a child downstairs. We heard men upstairs talking. Well, that anteroom with the table there and the chairs sitting around the table, that just lends itself to a seance. And we did get results. I'm glad we did it.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, have you ever done those things before in other investigations?
Not specifically a seance style communication like that. No, we've talked to spirits in darkened rooms, but not sat around a table with our hands on the table asking for a sign.
Maybe we can do it again sometime.
I think so. I think we're on to something there. No, we could do it again. And, if everybody's in agreement and it's approached maturely. I mean, how mature can you be about a seance? But it is another experiment. We're documenting our results. And we did get results from that.